I black out when I'm doing this. I have no idea what's going on. This is Kelsey from the Ooni Test Kitchen, and today we're making our classic pizza recipe on our Ooni Pizza Steel. The classic pizza dough recipe is perfect for beginners who are just learning how to make pizza, or if you wake up in the morning and you want pizza for lunch. It's a very short fermentation time. It proofs for about 3 to 4 hours. And then the first thing we're gonna do is put our water and yeast in our mixer. I like to just mix the salt in with the flour a little bit, especially for an easy dough like this. And then we're just gonna pour it in on top of our flour and yeast. All right, so we'll attach the dough hook to our stand mixer. And we're just gonna mix this on its lowest speed for about 4 minutes. It's not gonna be perfectly smooth when it's done. It'll be still a little shaggy. As you can see, it's coming together into more of a ball. So it's been about 4 minutes. Our dough's come together. It's been kneading, it's working, the yeast is activated, the gluten is forming. So we're gonna take it out of our stand mixer, and it should come as a perfect ball. Just put it in a bowl. We're gonna let it sit in this bowl for about 2 hours or until it's double in size. So we'll just cover it with a towel. You can use plastic wrap, whatever you have. So it's been about 2 hours since we mixed our classic pizza dough, and now we're going to take it out of the bowl and form it. So when I'm forming dough, I like to just sprinkle a little flour on my table. That'll help it from sticking, make it a little easier to deal with. And you can see the dough is doubled in size. It's very puffy. And what we're gonna do is divide it into 4 250-gram dough balls. Now we have our scale right here. If you don't have a scale at home, you can just eyeball it. It's not that big of a deal. Awesome. So when I'm forming dough balls, there's many ways to do this. An easy way for when you're starting out is like take the dough and just kind of like fold it in on itself, like so. And I'm kind of just building like an outer skin for the dough. And you can see it's getting tighter and tighter. And then when it gets too tight to do that, I'll just kind of like roll it into itself and give it a nice tight roll. And this should pretty much seal the bottom from having any holes, so it should rise evenly. Then we're gonna put these in our proofing box, like so. All right, so now that the dough is formed, we're gonna just cover it. And if you don't have a proofing box, a baking sheet will work great, cookie sheet, anything, and just cover it with plastic wrap or a towel, it'll be great. And this dough should sit for another hour, hour and a half, and it'll be ready to cook. It's been 90 minutes since we formed our pizza dough, and as we can see, they have doubled in size. They're looking nice and fluffy. Perfect to make a pizza right now. Our steel has been preheating for about an hour, and now we're ready to take our dough out and stretch it. When I'm stretching a dough too, I like to use a little bit of flour on the bottom of the table and a little on the dough as I take it out. It makes it easier, less likely to stick from the bench knife. And you can use 00 flour, which is what I'm using now. You can use semolina, cornmeal, whatever's more comfortable with. When I'm stretching the dough, I'm pressing down straight in, and I'm leaving a crust, as you can see, around. And I press straight down, because if your dough is a circle, and you press straight down, it'll stay a circle. And I'll press down on the other side as well, so I get an even crust and an even base. And for this dough, I kind of just will use my hands in the inside of the crust, like so, to kind of just pull it out to the right size. Perfect. We're doing a classic pizza, plain cheese. We have some tomato sauce seasoned with some oregano, chili flakes, and salt. We have some mozzarella and Parmesan. I'm just using the bottom of the spoon to push my sauce out evenly around the whole thing. You don't want to do too much. You don't want to overload your pizzas. And then sprinkle on the cheese. and then we'll grate some Parmesan. And it's ready to go in the oven. It's been 6 minutes. Our pizza's nice and crispy. So we're gonna give it a cut and try it out. It's got a great crunch to it. You can see the bottom's got a nice color, golden brown. It's a thin, crackery crust. And that was our classic pizza dough on the Ooni Pizza Steel. For more recipes like this, head over to Ooni.com.